to Zara's Travels Grand Eurasian Adventure. Last summer, we rode the rails from Inverness to Istanbul. Now we're taking the Iron Silk roads from Ankara to Almaty. And next summer, we'll zip from Xinjiang to Singapore. Do you like my alliteration? Let's go, people! Our journey continues right near the eastern shores of the Caspian Sea, though we're in landlocked Uzbekistan. All of these countries from Turkmenistan through Uzbekistan to Kazakhstan all used to be called Turkestan. Here we are in Urgench, home to some great warriors and scientists. Who's this guy with the huge statue? Well, that's Manguberdi. We all know that Genghis Khan was quite the tough cookie. But get this, Manguberdi held him off for 11 whole years without breaking his teeth. All monuments need math to survive. If they didn't, they'd go kerplunk. But here's a really special monument, because not only was it made with math, but it's dedicated to math.
From Mountains Pamir, Afghanistan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Kampiye to Aral-Sea.
Look, there's a little islandy thing. If you're driving along the Silk Road today and need to use the loo, there are 2 skills I recommend for an Asian toilet. Balance and hold your nose. Did they carve that?
Carved.
Sopitala Fortress. When they built this years and years ago, it wasn't exactly 46 degrees Celsius where you have to wear a hat and sunglasses for 10 seconds. Beware, a lot of countries confuse their salt and pepper shakers, so watch out. Just your typical hotel in an old Islamic medieval fortress. You think this minaret is tall? Well, it's 37 meters high, and they stopped 1/3 of the way through.
Can you find us? Can you find us?
Tell me, where was started the Great Silk Road?
Where did the Great Silk Road start?
Cocoon or China?
China.
What is Cocoon?
I honestly have no idea.
Cocoon is things which from where you can get the silk road.
Cocoon.
Oh! Cocoon.
Cocoon. Right.
String of the minaret is now
brighter and more quality than this one. Because we forgot, we lost the technology.
And what are you going to do with the bad guys?
Maybe some of the medieval torture techniques.
Like?
Oh, you wouldn't want to know.
You see the roll?
So he makes the roll.
He makes the
He
roll
makes
round
the shape.
and
He
then
puts the print on.
and he's cleaning.
He cleans it.
He's cleaning now. Beforehand, he did right combinations for America. And he got a mistake only for 2%. Little mistake. You see? Mask. So look at this. So, how beautiful.
Wow.
iPad as well.
Why is this? There was a box like
It's a
this.
box, yeah. You just push it here.
Secret button. Ah.
Second sticker. Can you see the second column?
Yeah.
Can you see the second column?
Oh no.
Here. Can you see?
No.
On your left. Can you see?
No.
Again? This way.
No. Wow.
And here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From 10th century. 1,000 years of clothes. And here column itself is divided into 3 parts. Base, middle part, and the main part.
This is the tallest minaret in Uzbekistan, 57.7 meters, and I'm going to have to climb up. What? Time for the morning minaret marathon.
So, Zara, are we doing our morning travel diary?
Yep.
And what do we have for today?
Well, I was actually doing yesterday. So we have the Uzbek delights. These are all of the local foods.
Yum. And what's your favorite?
The momos.
What do they call them in Turkish?
Monties.
Mmm.
One second.
What else do we have from yesterday?
And then this is another cutout. It's the souvenirs, the best souvenirs to get in each city.
Uh-huh.
Then over here we have a little booklet.
Is that a map of the old city? The
And they
medieval
have
city?
Scraps.
You're in the
And
middle
yes,
of it?
This is a map of the city, and we are here at our hotel.
And,
And I'm currently drawing it.
and the gates are named after?
This one is called the Father's Gate. I think that this is the Merchant's Gate, the Strong Gate, and the Stone Gate.
What's the most dangerous gate?
I don't know, but since the merchants were passing through here, they'd probably be armed, so maybe the Merchant's Gate.
And that's where the caravanserai is, where you hang out and trade and eat and sleep?
Yep.
All right. Have a good day.
You too. to Bukhara. Do you see that giant pile of dirt? That, people, is Turkmenistan.
Depending on the position of the sun. In the morning it's a different color, and during the daytime it's one. And in the evening people tend to come back here to be able to catch the sunset because it tends to change its color towards dark yellow or light orange color. It's quite unique. A lot of people tend to come back here to be able to enjoy this view. Well, the first step was to issue their own money system, the coins. It is an unofficial way of announcing independence from the Arab Caliphate. It was a quite daring endeavor to do something like that for the Arabs. But local religious communities, they also related to the Zoroastrian elements, four very earthly important sacred elements: the soil, fire, water, and air. At one point in our history, we used to have an Nestorian Christians who used to live over here, but they were not welcome in the Eastern Roman Empire, the Byzantium. Actually, the language, state language is Uzbek, but even though that's the case, the local population still speaks in the Tajik language, which is a branch of the Persian language. And the Persian language in turn belongs to the Indo-European languages. So, the mosque was built in 1712. The Quran on one page. The Kufi writing style was very important. It was used for copying the Quran and also for decorating the facade of the buildings.
In the royal court, you have to walk backwards to avoid offending the emir. Here we are at the Cologne Madrasa in Khiva. This place has a sugary myth and quite a subtle one. Let's start with the sugary one. Genghis Khan's troops were plundering around the area and came upon this minaret. He dismounted his powerful horse and walked so close to the minaret that his nose was nearly touching it. When he tilted his head back to look at the top, his helmet fell off. His servants were too scared of him to pick it up, so he had to bend down himself. Then, once he was down, he screamed in anger because he realized that he was kneeling in front of the minaret. But if Genghis Khan kneels before nobody, he would also not kneel before anything. Here's the more subtle version of the story. He realized the minaret is so tall that it would make for a great watchtower. Boring! But that's how the sugary myth ends anyway.
Herbs and spices, you see it on the containers?
Yeah, I
And
know.
you just can get a pinch of it, and you can get so many teapots. So something like this, you can get up to like 80 teapots, I believe.
No, I know. I make this my own tea here.
Oh, you do?
What are these? Yeah. They're the sharpest thing that we've ever seen.
Look what he does. Takes the hot knife, puts it in the fire, so then he can sharpen it even more and bend it even more.
Some of them are used for cleaning as well.
Дети, чтобы не испугались.
Guys, be careful. Close your ears. Close your ears. Close.
Это еще сувенир knife. Просто держи это.
Nice souvenir knife, as you can see. Take a look. Some of them you can use for the kitchen. Some of them you
Это
can use
титаниум.
material titanium. Take a look.
Меня вообще ты замешал.
You don't have to sharpen them at all. Take a look.
Это смотри, какой легкий.
Wow!
Легкий.
Try with your finger, please. Exactly. We used to have 6 at the turn of the century, in the late 19th century.
ये देखिए तो बराबर
This is the time also he made for the pilgrimage to that Prague to reflect that upon his return, unfortunately, his business were not taken care of very well. Because anything in the religious context, especially the shrines, they were not financially supported or very well. It's the same practice, the foundation.
Here at the Naqshbandi Mausoleum in Bukhara was the world's first mosque just for women.
No matter what it is, Sufism regard the same with the lowest love.
lotus
No matter
blooms in dirt.
the Russian Tsar. It was at that time that he started choosing his side, with the British Empire or the Russian Empire. They're saying hi to you.
Hello, salam.
We're boarding the Afrosiyab, the bullet train named for the emperor that ruled over the whole of Uzbekistan. And here we go!
Part of the body. And if you start to separate like this, you will see that it looks like a silk. Silky threads, do you see? Yeah, you can try it.
Yeah, very simple.
Zubinski, come. he told me, he called me Zubinski also.
Do you take this thing and put it inside
Yeah,
there?
you can put it. Oh, no, she says no.
It's already down.
Good job!
Good job. Watch your head.
Watch your head, Zubin. Crush.
Stay on the net and the water passes through the net also. So this is a layer of pulp which will become paper net. You should take away the water and then upside down. You see?
So they put it there,
Press it.
then they keep it for drying up.
No, see how they just took out all the water.
But we need to separate each layer of pulp, one layer from another one. Because when we got 100 layers of pulp, I guess you don't want this side also.
I'm gonna polish it with this.
But what is
Can
interesting,
this polish?
your daughter is a total copy of your wife, your son is copy of you. That's great.
Cool. What's that one?
That one is written that is handmade.
Handmade paper.
Cool.
Would you?
Excellent.
So you're saying that these tiles
No, it's 35 or 36. I don't know if it's 35 or it's 36. Behold, the great Registan! After the Turkic and Persian peoples of Central Asia had finally shoo-shooed away the pesky Mongols, there rose to power the great Amur Timur, also known as Timur the Lame, but only before he came to power, because he was a great general who wounded his arm and right knee in battle. The Timurids ruled over a vast expanse of land, almost as big as the Mongols, for about 500 years. They really did turn out to be the transition from Mongol conquest to Mughal culture. So in the end, the Mongols did get worthy successors.
Exactly. You are founder of Kuwait.
No. Here it looks a bit like Are there any other colors? Orange, brown, and? That's it? You can do it right now if you'll only take a minute. Behold, the glorious Registan. If there is any proof that Samarkand is the capital of the Silk Roads, it is here. This is where Amur Timur assembled mathematicians, artists, and even astronomers. There was also a caravanserai for merchants and traders. Seeing as city names used to change every 100 years or so here, I'd like to humbly suggest we rename this great city, Samarkand, to Zarakan. Unfortunately, the weather doesn't change nearly as often. The Afrosiad is coming!
I'm sitting by the phone.
Daddy, this one's very small. And one of my favorite things about Kazakhstan cafes is that they serve you bubblegum milkshakes.
Hello, little man.
Zara, stay here now. Yeah. Come and sit. No. I just had enough to see this.
Why not?
Mama, super now.
I want my hat. Are there any fishes there?
Put a big on my block. Kanten between birds to come back with my blood. Yummy, 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 yummy. The local people, this kind of birds are holy because they think on the body is a written in Arabic language part of Quran. This falcon still go to college to train him. But now I would like to show you one bird. This bird has master degree and PhD. Now he go real hunt.
Oh.
Let's hit that Mongolian. Yes, yes. He says good night stories for rebel girls.
Whoa. So that was cool right there.
Fix it up.
Eats it.
Ten minutes? 5 minutes maybe.
Hello.
Okay, go, Zubin.
Woohoo! Bye!
Thank you. Very good.
Hold on. Two hands. Two hands.
Got to balance yourself.
Balance. Balance.
Lean the other way. Very good.
Hello.
Hello. Hey.
Well, folks, it's been another fantabulous season, and we're now 2/3 of the way back to Singapore. Believe it or not, we're still not out of historical Turkestan, though. So stay tuned for next summer when we continue onwards into China and below.